Love me some drip campaigns.
Cool. All right, and we are recording. Let's see. Alrighty. So can anybody hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, cool. Awesome. So today it's going to be a pretty simple one. It's going to be about drip campaigns and how to just make them real quick. Uh, so you would use a drip campaign when you find a prospect or you have a prospect that's in your database, in your Lofty, your CRM, and then you would want to continuously update them or reach out to them to, just stay top of mind. And you initially want them to do something. So you're going to have some call to actions in there for them to do something, which is reach out to you or go visit your website or do something. So you can do that with prospecting, but you can also do that for follow up after you actually sold the client already. So once the transaction's over, you still want to follow up with them by you know asking them if they want a brand new CMA, or asking them, and you would do the CMA afterwards so that you can get a referral. And this would be after some time, right? Let's say the market has changed a little bit. After 6 months, you offer a CMA, and then you try to get a referral out the presentation. So you can set it automatically to send them a text message 6 months from now, or 3 months from now, 2 months from now, 1 month from now. So it could be a text message or email, or you can have it remind you to make a phone call, things of that nature. So it's continuous messaging to your receiver. I guess it could be a prospect or it could be a sold client already. It could be at any point. But the point is to continuously reach out to them and stay top of mind. So here, I wanted to do something for you and just make a very simple trick. Or it's basically a little, I'm just going to teach you how to do it. And it's very simple. So you use Chat GPT and you use Lofty, right? So let's get into Lofty really quick and let's go to a profile here. So I just went on any profile here, and I am going to say, okay, what do I want to do with this person? I want to reach out to them. I have the AI sending messages already. If I wanted to, I can turn it off and just do my own. So for example, let's say I wanted to mute the AI, I would just put mute so that it's not sending messages anymore. And then you want to take over with your own drip campaign. So we would go to smart plans, right? And we would click here and then we would look for the one that we want, right? So these are different types of smart plans that we already have in there. So we have uh, an auto email one. So this is strictly email, right? So it starts off with, hey, just checking in, thinking about buying a home soon or just browsing. Let me know if you have any questions. I'm here to help, right? So we have a bunch of different plans that you can choose from, and it'll continuously send out messages. So the first one gets sent out, then 7 days later, this one gets sent out. Hey, quick question. Are you an investor or are you potentially looking for a house to live in? And then you have your signature at the bottom. So, and then it'll wait 12 days, then 10 days, then 10 days, 14 days, 9 days, 15 days, 25 days, 30 days, 15 days. So this one goes on for a very long time. And so this gives you actual control of the messages that they're going to be receiving throughout time, right? So this is where you would add it. Now I want to show you how to create one. So the way you create one is you go to marketing, then you go to smart plans, then you go to add new, then you go to start, then we would create. Let's just do test plan. That's the title. We're going to target whether buyers, sellers, renters, investors. Let's say, let's go for buyers. Okay. Actually, let's go for sellers. All right. So then we would go to trigger. And so these are the different triggers and why this would get set off. Now we can play around with this. There's different types of triggers. I can go through these really quick. But what we're going to want to do is how to do it manually, right? Because I taught you how to go into the profile already, go into the area where you click you manually put in the plan. So we'll do it that way. But here, so when a brand new lead is created, uh, then it'll trigger off. If you click this one, so when let's say it gets reassigned to somebody else, then it gets triggered. A tag was changed, it gets triggered. The segment was changed, it gets triggered. Pipeline change, triggered. What do I mean by pipeline change? Okay, so if let's say they were at attempting no answer, and then all of a sudden you spoke to them, and then all of a sudden it turned warm, then it could trigger. So let's say you have a drip campaign or smart plan uh, set for people who are warm, then you put warm, you know? And this is where we could put, oh, they're closed. So once they're closed, then you can go ahead and it'll automatically send out, let's say if you create it like this, hey, um, hey, please give me a review on Google, or something like that. Hey, if you liked how everything went, I would love for you to give me a review on Google. Here's the link. Uh, or something a little bit more creative where you're asking for something. Uh, okay, so leads meet specific conditions. So this basically just means that, if the source is this, okay, if the source meets this, let's say the source, you change it to, let's say you meet somebody off of Facebook, then you change the source to Facebook, and then it automatically triggers because you changed it to Facebook. Lead contact permissions, let's say they were not, let's say they had specifically asked for you guys to not reach out to them, but then all of a sudden they said, yeah, you can. And then it goes back to yes, you can, because there's a setting where you can set it like that. Then it would get triggered. Last touch. So it just depends on the last contact you had with that lead, whether it's email, phone call, whatever. Website behavior, if they do a specific, like they act a certain way on your website, let's say they leave a message, they request a showing, they save a listing, they request a home valuation, then it can trigger your drip campaign. Let's say communication, let's say smart plan will be triggered when an email or text or call is sent or received. So once, let's say you receive a text, then it can trigger, or you send a text, it can trigger. They call, it can trigger. So these are the different triggers. Okay.
Question.
Yeah.
So are these actions only going to initiate a drip campaign, or is it going to like anytime one of these actions happen, it's going to send that next message?
It's when it's going to initiate the campaign.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep. Great question. So these triggers initiate the campaign, and then now we're going to go into the actions of the campaign. So, boom. So, what are the types of messages that we can send? We can send an email automatically, or a text automatically, or we can have it remind us to send an email, or remind us to send a text, or remind us to send a call, or I'm sorry, make a call. I want to just keep it very simple. So we're just going to stick with these for now. Okay. So what we're going to play around with is auto emails and auto text messages. Okay. If you want to have a one-on-one conversation about the rest of these options, I'm open. You guys have my phone number. So just let me know. Okay. So right now, what we're looking at is one step, right? So let's say I wanted to start off with a text message. So I send it to text, set it to text, and now we have this full step here. I'm not sure why we have to write a text subject, but we do. Okay, so we have to write a text subject, but then we write the text in here. We can add an image and we can, put a link in there if you want. I would be careful with the links because phone carriers do not like random links being sent to people. They will categorize you as spam if you do it enough. So just be careful.
Text subject, that's like to whom it may concern or hello blank. Correct?
Yeah, it could be, you know what? I'm not entirely sure. You could do anything. I sometimes, like, for example, what I do is after I put the message in there, I kind of just like break it down into 3 words, like something, let's say the message was about something catching your eye, and then I put caught your eye. And then I don't know where that goes. Honestly, I don't know where it goes because when I receive the text messages, I do not see subjects. But it's required to put a subject. So maybe in some places where text messages get sent, they could see a subject. I'm not sure. Uh, so you can put. There are different templates, right? You can if you make a template, I can show you how to do that in a different time. But you can create a template and put it in here. Uh, you can put variables. We'll go over variables in just a second. Okay. So this is the text, right? So let's add the second step. What would the second step be? It's up to you, but it could be an email or a text message. And when will it be? Well, we can tell it to wait however many days you want. So it could be 4 days. Okay, 4 days at 9:30 a.m. Let's make it 11, right? 11:30 a.m. So that's when they'll receive it. 4 days after the first step. Okay. Um, or it could be hours, however you want. So let's do 4 days. They'll receive another text message, right? Now you do the same thing, and then we add another step. Okay, let's say we want to do email this time. Okay, well, we'll wait 2 days later, right? Okay, so what are we gonna do? Now let's come up with the content. So I have ChatGPT already pulled up here, and I have a prompt in here already. So let's see how well this prompt does. But we might have to, redo it a few times depending on what the purpose is. So we're gonna put add all to actions step. Okay. Trigger. Okay. Okay. So it says, please create a drip campaign with a mixture of text messages and emails. Make 5 of each. I am a real estate agent and I'm trying to pique the interest of people who are interested in first time home buyer programs. Add call to actions on each step. Let's see what it comes up with. If it's designed for work. Uh, we're gonna refresh. Oh, could it be because I'm recording the screen? Oh no. Hold on, let me see. I think it's not allowing it because I'm recording the screen. All right, you know what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna send it. Yeah, I'm gonna go on my phone and I'm gonna use ChatGPT. I'm assuming it's because I'm recording the screen. So yeah, because it's working on my phone. Okay.
I like
Okay.
I like the
It's
idea of ChatGPT creating the drip campaign.
for sure.
And Like 5 of each.
Here it is. Boom. So I did it on I did it on my phone. So here it is. So this is what it came up with. Drip campaign, first time home buyer programs, audience, people interested in first time home buyer programs. So let's say you know for a fact that John is he's interested in first time home buyer programs. He's a first time home buyer. He's interested. He just doesn't know. He needs some guidance. He's not sure. He's in maybe land. You're trying to convince him that that you'll take care of him. So he's not sure. He's undecided. And so it's just, it's a grind with him a little bit. So you want to send messages, right? So it says the first text message. So this one comes with a subject, but that's pretty good. So it says, hey, this is, Mick from Roy Realty. Did you know there are programs that can help you buy a first time home with little or no money down? Let's chat about your options. Reply yes if you're interested, right? Now, what I would do is I would write the prompt again saying, hey, we know this person already is interested. Okay, so then it gave you an email for day two. Okay, first time home buyer, you're in luck. Buying your first home doesn't have to be overwhelming. With programs designed just for first time home buyers, you could get down payment assistance, qualify for lower interest rates, save on closing costs. Let's explore your options together. Click below to schedule a free consultation, right? And then you can put your Calendly there if you wanted, right? Uh, Text message, day four. I put together a quick guide to help first-time buyers like you. Want me to send it your way? Reply with your email and I'll send it over today. Right. So if you don't have a home buyer guide, we'll create one. Right. But if they come back to you and they're interested in a home buyer guide, well, you better provide them, somehow, some way, because they're interested. So you gotta you gotta be there, ready to offer something for free as well. So let's go with email basics. So it says, did you get my text about home buyer guide? If not, here's the good news. You don't have to figure this out alone. The guide covers blah, 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 blah. So you got a bunch of different text messages and emails that you can just copy and paste. So let's take this one here. Here's a text message. Let's just take the first one. Right. I'm not a fan of the bullet points, but let's do this. Rewrite. Let's see if it works. Let's see if it works. Rewrite the person was that I know they're interested in first time I uh, right? No bullet points. Come on. All right, so it's not going to work on my computer. So let's just pretend this was good. But that's how you would just edit it. So let's go here. So on the first one, we would just copy and paste this, right? So we copy and paste into the text. Just change this Royal Realty, right? Your name. You could put your name. So you say it's Nick. And right here, we could put this is where we get into variables, right? Because we are sending this out to multiple people. Let's say you're sending it out to multiple people. So you go to variable and you go to lead first name, right? When you click on this, then we're going to take the old one out. And now it says, hey, and then it'll say the lead's first name. Okay. No matter who you're sending it to. So it'll take the name from the profile. So, hey, blah, blah. This is Nick from Roy Realty. Did you know there are programs that can help you buy your first home with little or no money down? Let's chat about your options. Reply yes if you're interested, right? So then we can put this as the subject. Okay, so then what's next, right? Let's say we wanted to do the email and we're going to follow this. Okay, we're going to do wait one day. Okay? Wait one day, second day, here, subject, here, here. This one, you can do bullet points here. here, here, right? Neck, it's the bone, right? And then let's see. Right. So B. Okay. So now you have an email here. So we have two steps, right? And you can keep going on and on and on and on and on. What other variables do they have? Let's look. They have the first name, the lead email. The lead phone number. You can send a message like, hey, we got this phone number. Is this the correct phone number to reach you at for free information? Yeah. Lead source. Hey, we met over at the open house, or hey, we met on Facebook. I don't know. I wouldn't use that much, to be honest with you. Then you can put the address. Uh, so then you got your info. Oh, this is what I was looking for, signature. So then you put signature. Cool. So then you would just have your actual signature at the bottom. You can add images. So now we have a drip campaign. So let's click save. Now we got it. It's the test plan here, right? And originally we had this set to seller, but because it's a first time home buyer. So now we're going to go back to Ian Reinhardt, right? We go to smart plans, then we go to the plus sign. Then we should see it under my plans. It should, let's see, where's it? Hopefully it's you. See, there we go. Okay. So let's go back here. Let's just make it a company plan for now. It should come up under your plans, but for whatever reason, did not. Oh, because let's see. Okay, so we're just going to set it as a company plan for now, just for the example. So you go here, it should come up as a company plan. There it is, test plan. So technically, this is actually accessible for everybody right now. It's a company plan. So if you guys wanted to go check it out, you guys can go there, go to test plan. So it's here, and then I'll click start. And once I click start, it's going to send Ian a text message, and then it'll wait 1 day, and it'll send an email. Not entirely sure why it didn't go under the my plan and under the my plans here. Don't know why. Should be there. If you have an issue, you run into an issue and you don't see it there, it should be there. Uh, and it's only accessible to the people that, for example, the reason I went back to the settings is because you're only going to see, uh, for example, let's say this right here, the target, if it's set to buyer, you have to be on a buyer profile for you to see that smart plan. So if it should, let's say you have it on all, and then when you go here, you'd be able to see it on all. I mean, on this one because it's set to all. But there you go. That's how you create a drip campaign with ChatGPT. You know, this presentation was a little long, but I think you guys understand it. You guys will be able to run through it faster. Eventually, ChatGPT will create anything you want it to create. You can make one about first-time home buyers. You can make one to follow up for referrals. You can make one to reach out, about events like, hey, um, let's say you have plan. Let's say you want to go to events with people, or you want to create events with people, and you say, hey, I'm going to be over at this area at this time. These are either this is the time I'm available, or it's just all types of stuff. You want to stay top of mind. Um, you can make it about anything, and ChatGPT will write it for you. There's different ideas, and we'll brainstorm with some ideas, but you can pretty much, customize it for anything. Does anybody have any questions? All righty. Well, hey, thank you for listening, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. And let me know if you guys have any questions. See you.